So I want to ask you about one more thing. I introduced you with your proper title, that is Minister of Immigration and Citizenship. We've talked about that so far. But one of my favorite things about you is that you're an ideological conservative and you help keep the Conservative Party conservative. And one of the things that I think we've had a major breakthrough on in recent weeks is that Brian Storseth, the courageous MP who introduced a private member's bill to repeal the censorship provision, that private member's bill finally got cabinet endorsement and is effectively a government bill. Tell me a little bit about the mood within the Conservative caucus. I'm not asking you to reveal cabinet secrets, but tell me how it went from a backbench bill to official government policy.
Well, Ezra, you will recall that at the Conservative Party's annual convention in Winnipeg 3 years ago, almost 100% of delegates voted in favor of a resolution to repeal Section 13 from the Canadian Human Rights Act, which has been abused by people seeking to shut down freedom of expression without due process or natural justice. And so I think there was a very strong consensus in the party, in the caucus and cabinet in favor of repeal. But we can't get everything done right away. Sometimes we have to be patient. I want to commend Brian Storseth for taking a courageous and principled stand on this, bringing forward his bill. And I think when he brought that bill onto the order paper, we had really no choice but to side with our principles in favor of freedom of expression. Of course, all Canadians are against hatred, and there are other ways of dealing with real hatred, but this element of the Human Rights Act has been clearly abused, and so I suspect that all or virtually all Conservative members of Parliament will be voting in favor of Brian's Bill C-304 to strip this abuse of freedom of speech from the Human Rights Act.